My district consists of Southwest Michigan, including Battle Creek, where we have a large Burmese diaspora, and they have a lot of friends and family who are still back in Burma, Myanmar, that are dealing with the brutal military junta. And they are literally waging a war of terror and genocide on those folks. I have introduced a bipartisan bill, H.R. 3190, the Brave Burma Act, to target the military junta's revenues, specifically implementing full blocking sanctions on Myanmar oil and gas enterprises, Myanmar Economic Bank, the MEB, and entities operating within the jet fuel sector, which is where they get most of their revenue. And this is the same question I asked Secretary Bessent. Are you willing to work with us in my office to implement this particular?
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you pass legislation, it's our job to implement it.
Right, I appreciate that. I want to move on. I had in my subcommittee, I'm the South Central Asia subcommittee, but I'm also dealing with the R family of State Department as we're doing this reauthorization. And a couple of weeks ago, we had a hearing where we had the Truth Czarina, Ms. Jankowicz, participated in. And we know that the CCP has been pouring billions of dollars into propaganda and censorship around the world, and I'm actually introducing a bill, Restoring American Freedom Act, that would codify the Trump EO on censorship. But I want to know, what is your strategy to push back on China, defend literally speech and the truth?
Well, I think the first thing is that we need to be strong defenders of free speech everywhere in the world, and anywhere in the world where it's being threatened, including, sadly, parts of Europe, where we're seeing truth and we're seeing free speech now being endangered. The second point I would make about it is, and we've done this in our own department, you know, we had an entity in our own department, the Global Engagement Center,
yes,
that was involved, frankly, in identifying Americans. Then they would pass this information on to these NGOs that were not part of government, and they would use them to then target Americans to try to silence them or brand them or harass them. The State Department should not be engaged in that, and we closed that center.
That was going to be my follow-up. You're going to make sure that that's not happening. That's the idea of codifying the Trump EO, which is why I'm moving forward on that.